was Foxy Music there, Dance Away. Wow, haven't heard that one for a while, to be honest with you. 19 away from 11 o'clock and 24 degrees. Nobody would ever realise that it's not quite summer, but hey, I'll take it anyway. It's Wednesday the 8th of May, and today, very, very elated because we do have a very, very good friend of ours, Merv Pinny, from the far north up in Kerry. He's joining us, and believe me, it's going to be a lot of fun. It really, really is. While I have you here, welcome along to everybody that's joining us. It's nice to have you guys on board. And I tell you what, if you're a first-time viewer, well, why not do this? Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Bell notifications when we have important people, much like Merv Pinny. The sub thing, why not subscribe? Become part of the family. We call it the noise here at Galaxy. And simply because you have a voice. And we listen. We get all of your media. We really do. But we take notice, and that's how we structure a lot of our shows here at Galaxy. It really, really is. The thummy thing, you know what to do with that, right? Yeah, get epileptic with it. I tell you what, let's kick off the show. And, of course, being joined by Merv Pinny himself, let's go back in the day. Let's do a flashback and go, can you hear the children cry here at Galaxy? So that gives us a minute or two, Merv.
Yeah, great.
Ah, dear,
so how things going down there?
Oh,
I see a lot of your shows coming through on Facebook. I've watched a few of them.
yeah, believe me, I've seen you there too. Yeah, we're doing well actually, and I do have something I want to talk to you about after we do this, very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Just a catch-up kind of deal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just to answer what your question is, because believe me, I think you'll be fascinated.
Right. Okay.
Really, really do. But other than that, we're doing chunky hoary. Actually, we had a lot of problems just over the Christmas period with technology. A lot of the stuff just cracked out.
Yeah, it's a funny thing because I equate it to the influx of data from the children watching videos and playing video games that just chews up all the data in your area, especially if you're not from a city. And we notice it, especially in Kerry, the data for Christmas January is terrible.
Right. Well,
because we end up with twice as many or three times as many people as we normally have here.
I would like to have thought that that was the case, but it wasn't. It was actually our techo.
Oh, okay.
Or the incompetence of our techo.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. He cost me upwards of almost $30,000 in replacement. You know, so yeah, that was not a nice period. Really, really wasn't.
No.
But we got through that, and we're back at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you're so reliant on technology, a bit like me. You know, if you haven't got it, it's terrible. You know.
Well, I ended up being the technician in the end of the day, and I've done a hell of a lot better in the time that I've been doing it. In the 3.5, 4 years that he was working for us.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good then. Yeah.
Well, I let him think that I knew nothing about computers, but you know, I do actually have a doctorate in it.
Well, there you go.
So yeah. Anyway, we've got about a minute and a half to go. We really do. Oh, you asked how we're going. Well, I'll tell you what. We had a weird thing happen on Saturday, bro. I was working around the house, and do you ever get these churches rock up to your gate and try and get in and preach to you and stuff like that? No,
I never have that.
You're lucky.
Well, I've never home.
Well, there you go. Well, that's the salute.
And I've got two big dogs there.
Yeah, I actually used to have two. I've got one now. But I tell you what, I was working outside, and these two people rocked up and went, "Have you found Jesus?" I went, "What, you lost him again?"
The cat or the dog?
Just the natural reaction, to be honest, bro.
Yeah.
That's right, and I haven't turned the mic on, have I?
No.
Or have I?
What's new?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, there you go. It was on. It really was. It just wasn't sounding like it was on. Gosh, I have so many problems with these microphones, I really do. Taking me back in the day, I've got to be honest. Can you hear the children cry? Merv Pinny, welcome back to Galaxy Merv.
Ah, great to be back, Grant. Yeah. Haven't talked to you for a while, so...
Yeah, I don't blame you.
catch up.
Yeah, I don't blame you, really. You know, if you get a chance to talk to me, avoid it as much as possible. I understand, I do. Anyway, I think the last time we really got together, I think we were in Tauranga together.
That's right. Yeah. I think you come down to the live show, did the acoustic show. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great. We've been back to Tauranga with the band just over the summer here. You know, in sort of November, December, which was great. Really enjoyed that. Yeah.
I think about that time of the year, actually, Barbara and I were actually out of the country together.
I think, yeah, you were doing some thing over in overseas somewhere. Was it Dubai or somewhere, or India, was it?
India, yeah. We were in Trivandrum, India. We were hosting a 3-night festival over there. And, you know, fun was had by everybody, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, no, but I said to someone, I must ring them and see if they want to come down to the concert. And they said, oh, no, they're off jet setting all over the world at the moment.
Well, you know,
That won't be hard.
there's been a transparence of that, and I'm going to talk to you about that a little later on after we do this.
Yeah.
But one of my favourite tracks, Merv, I've got to be honest, of Mr. Pinny is Can You Hear the Children Cry? I think this is one of the very first ones we ever did together, actually. So I think we'd better refresh everybody's memory. Tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, well, this song was, you know, it was about children of war, or, you know, that sort of got left in the, you know, we have world, you know, we've got the Gaza thing going on, we've got these things always happening, all these wars, but we never actually, you know, I don't think we ever consider what's happening to the children in those countries, because they're left without parents' homes or families, and they're just sort of left to their own devices, really, and they have to survive on their own. So I was listening to Angelina Jolie speak, and I thought, wow, maybe I can do something, and that's why I wrote that song. And really, I was taking a bit of a jab at the powers to be to say what is going on, and can't you hear the children crying? Because, you know, if you're going to blow up this country, where they're all going to live? And I think, you know, a lot of the problems that we have in the world are because of war. You know, we've got a housing shortage, but we keep on blowing up houses. You know, so those people have got to go somewhere. They've got to live somewhere. And yeah, I don't know. You know, it's always about money and greed. You know, but it's not the only things I write about, but I felt very passionate about that song, and the whole song came together, you know, just through almost by accident. You know, there was a lot of coincidence that sort of came about because of that song. It was sort of one of those things that just happened, you know, all the way down to I met a drummer, and I met him, and I thought he was so good, and he was actually, you know, booked into a studio for a master class, which I was there to do engineering for, and he heard the track and he's like, oh man, I'd love to drum on this. Why don't we use this? And that's how the drummer, drummed on the track. And then of course, when the song went viral on Facebook, that was another accident. I had accidentally posted it, which I wasn't supposed to do. It was a trial, but it has sort of gone viral overnight. So, there was a whole lot of accidents that happened, but the bottom line is people were very emotional about the video that we made, and it's really resonated with a lot of people from all over the world, and they'll probably still pick up a lot of followers from that same video, really, even though I write about a lot of other things that seem to be very important to people at the time.
Merv, as I said, one of my favourite Merv Pinny tracks, and still gets a lot of requests here at Galaxy, even today, believe me, they do. But got to ask you, how do you say goodbye?
Well, I can't do that on the radio, but I don't know whether you've seen the videos that are on TikTok and Instagram, because we had two of my friends that were acting in the video, and we started this thing. How do you say goodbye? And of course, that resulted in one finger going up in the air, and it actually sort of took off in the crew, and everybody was doing it. Okay, I'm just going to say goodbye, and then they'd give him the bird, And it turned out to be a hilarious thing, and it made the video so much fun, And then, of course, we, both these people are from a small town, and in Kerikeri, so that was another issue, because they were like, are those two romantically involved? So I was getting the blame for lots of things at the time, but anyway, it was a fantastic video, and filming it at Hihi Beach up in the far north was just a perfect spot for it, We sort of set up there. We thought, let's go up there because nobody's at the beach this time of the year, and it's a great time to shoot the video. But the day that we went, everybody and their dog was walking on the beach. It made the video shoot extremely difficult, And I suppose being such a small place, everybody wanted to see what was going on, So, but it was extremely. It was one of the best fun videos that I've ever shot because of those other things that went on, It's just hilarious,
Absolutely love it, Merv. I really, really do. And I got to be honest with you, I see your name every morning so far for the breakfast show and the lineup, where we have people requesting your track. How do I say goodbye? So I think it'd be remiss of me, folks, if I didn't play it right now. You're right here at Galaxy. Yeah, it's getting quite a following, this track.
Yeah, it's a great song, actually. I love the sound, the style. It's a sort of a romantic story. Of course, the girl that was acting, doing the dancing, she's a professional dancer, and she's actually has split up with her husband since then. So, everybody in town was blaming me for it.
Oh, dear Merv. Hey, by the way, how's Zoe?
Oh, Zoe's great. She's actually in Australia. She's in the Gold Coast. She's selling stuff over there. She's doing sales stuff, and she's actually in the top 10% of her company for sales. So, and of course, she's a friendly sort of lively sort of person. So she's having a ball.
Awesome. Because I was thinking,
trying to get it back to do the tour, and she said, "I'm not coming back on tour. I'm on my own."
I get
mean,
it.
okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Well, that's a shame though, because she does have such a great voice.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I think she's got a, she'll probably end up doing something, and I think it'll come to her. But I think she needs her time, and she doesn't. There's tracks coming up that I'm going to release probably this year that she's on.
Okay.
And she's a very picky artist. She was like, yes, I'm in. Or nah, I don't know about this one.
That's a good deal. That's a good thing.
Yeah, this one's not cool enough. Yeah, well, this one's really cool. I'm singing on this one. Yeah.
That's individualism.
Well, I think she's got a good ear, so because I think a lot of all the tracks that she's sung on have actually charted. So I think I'm going to listen to her in the future.
I've just been told that the churchies are back there on the street again.
Oh no!
Maybe they're listening to the radio station. They're still looking for him. They've lost him.
Yeah, the dog.
That's amazing. After 2,000 years.
Yeah, they're still looking for him. Hey, have you even seen the painting of Michelangelo's dinner? The dinner that they had? Yeah. Why were they all sitting on one side of the bloody table?
No,
You don't go to a restaurant and do that. Come on.
All on one side.
Yeah. Then, of course, at the end of the night, Jesus says to all of his mates, hey, come on, bros, hurry up, drink up, be merry, because tomorrow Judas is taking me to see 9 Inch Nails. That's right, you're right, here we go. I'm sorry, Merv, it just fell out, really. It's just one of those things. I'm habitual at throwing jokes at people. I apologise. Not really. I like to throw jokes at people, it really, really is. So, Merv, how to say goodbye is making huge inroads here at Galaxy, but I just got to ask you, my friend, anything new in the can?
Yeah, there's the band's actually been in the studio for the last couple of weeks. We're not finished yet. We're supposed to have the release ready to go, but I wasn't 100% on a couple of tracks, and we've gone back to the drawing board with them, which has pleased me no end. I'm a little fussy with some of those things, and but we've got some great musicians on this album that's coming up. There's a whole new album. There's more than an album actually, but we're sort of deciding whether we're going to have one or two albums. But this is going to be, if they like songs like How to Say Goodbye, and they like the funky rock that we do, then they're going to love this album. This is a great, probably some of my best work coming up on this next album, and the musicians that we've got on coming off tour, the band's tight. We've got a new keyboard player, and he's also a horn player, so he plays the trumpet and the trombone. So we've got a horn section going on, plus keyboard as well.
Yeah,
very powerhouse drummer and a funky bass guitar man.
There's never enough brass these days in a band.
No, it's there's sort of certain songs that they really suit, and if you want, if you've got groovy sort of stuff going on, and the horns are great, and they seem to complement the funky style that I have, when we start playing live, the horns are invaluable. Yeah.
So I'm basically going to say to you, my friend, when are you going to send me a signed copy?
Definitely. I think it's going to be in the spring. We'll definitely. I might even come down and bring it down to you.
Well, I double dare you on that one. I really, really do. I'd love to catch up with you again, my friend. I really would.
Yeah.
And that's a good excuse. It really is. But unfortunately, my friend, we do have another interview to do, and we've chewed up a little bit of time overtime.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah.
But
I really appreciate all your support, and I think you guys are doing great things for Kiwi music, and I love the way that you bring other artists on from around the world. I'm right into all the original stuff, so thanks very much for that.
absolute pleasure, my friend. And as I say to everybody, we play here at Galaxy. We only play the best in the world.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
We do. We're very proud to be able to say we only play the best indie artists in the world, and we absolutely back that up. But don't go anywhere, because believe me, for the first time we're actually heading over to Nebraska. We're going to be talking to Greg Lee from the band Hasty Jenny. I want to know where they get their name from, I really do. In the meantime, have a very happy and successful day. From me, it's Happy Radio, everyone.